Hi, I'm Rob Tarlev, and I'm with Tarlev Fordberry Financial Group. Today I want to talk about two vehicles which I think are probably the best vehicles for retirement. Roth IRAs and HSAs, or health savings accounts. Now with Roths, the problem most people have in analyzing whether they should be in a Roth or not is that the calculators that are available to determine that assume that you're going to reinvest your tax savings. I find in reality, people do not reinvest their tax savings. They basically spend the difference. And therefore, the amount of money that goes into a Roth and the amount of money that goes into an IRA and the same thing inside your 401k are the same amounts in. And at the end of the period, you have equal amounts in there. The difference is $1 million in a Roth is $1 million. $1 million in an IRA is about $700,000. So I often think about the farmer who basically goes down, buys his package of seed at the beginning of the season. At the end of the season, he gets a tax deduction for the seed that he buys. He then grows that seed tax-free throughout the season. At the end of the season, he gets his harvest. He goes out and he sells that harvest for $500, and he has to pay tax on $500. Farmer gets to thinking and say, wow, maybe I shouldn't take the tax deduction for the seed, and maybe I can get my harvest income tax-free. Let me check with the IRS. Right, that's not going to happen. But with a Roth, it does happen. With a Roth, you forego the tax deduction on the seed money. That money grows tax deferred, and then when you go to take that money out, it comes out tax-free. An HSA works similarly. Now you may say, well, wait a minute, HSA for retirement? Health savings accounts aren't for retirement. That's to reimburse me for my medical expenses. That's correct. It is to reimburse you for your medical expenses, but they don't say when you have to reimburse yourself. So when we look at an HSA, it grows tax deferred like the Roth. For certain purposes, it comes out income tax free like the Roth, but it goes in before taxes. You get a tax deduction on the way in, you get the tax-free return on the way back out. So people that basically, if you can pay your medical expense out of pocket, the co-pays, the deductibles, your eyeglasses, your dental, during your working years, you can reimburse yourself in your later years. So you may ask, why is that important? Why would I want to do that? What's the advantage of doing that? Well, aside from the fact that you get all that tax-free growth, and your HSA doesn't have to be invested in a savings account. You can invest it just like your Roth. Many mutual fund companies, Vanguard, Fidelity, have HSA savings accounts that you can invest in a diversified portfolio. But in retirement, in addition to the tax-free benefits under a Roth or an IRA, there are things that you have to pay extra tax on if you make too much money. Social Security. If your only income was Social Security and you had $1 million in your Roth and that was providing you your other income, you likely would pay no or very little tax on your Social Security benefit. That Social Security benefit would come to you income tax-free. On the other hand, if that same money was in a IRA, when that money came out, especially when you're forced to take it out at age 73, it's going to take what could have been little or no tax on your Social Security and create a tax. Another tax that people face, although the government calls it an extra premium, is if you make too much money in retirement, you're going to pay extra premiums for your Part B Medicare and for your Part D, your prescription coverage. And that amount could be as much as 3.5 times the base rate. And what's also unfortunate is that if you're just $1 over the limit, that could create up to, depending on which bracket you're in, up to an extra $3,000 a year premium for you and your spouse, or $5,000 extra premium for making just one extra dollar. So if you can control the timing of your income, because there's no time that you have to take money out of your Roth or out of your HSA, and even if there was, it's tax-free, you can either minimize or avoid that penalty there. Now, that being said, the best thing, in my opinion, is in the years that you're putting money into your HSA and into your retirement plan. On the retirement side, do the Roth. Put the money, give up the tax deduction on the front end to get that tax-free money when you want it on the other end. And the same thing with your HSA. Maximize the contribution and try to avoid using it until your retirement. Now, most of my clients and most of my new clients that come to me already have money in an IRA. What do? Roths haven't been around for that long, so they've already accumulated the money. Well, many clients can develop a plan to do a Roth conversion over a series of years. So they may pay the tax now to avoid the tax later. They may pay an IRMA premium for a limited number of years to avoid it for many years after that. So in my opinion, if you can incorporate both Roths and HSAs into your retirement plan, it's a win-win. If you'd like to learn more about that or see if a Roth conversion may be something that would work for you, just go to our website, tarlafinancial.com, and there's a link there that you can set up a 30-minute Zoom meeting just to ask me some questions and see if a Roth conversion may make sense for you. It was great being with you, and I hope this information was of help.